Have you ever wondered what your unique potential is? I mean, wherever you look in the world of personal development, self mastery, everybody's talking about actualizing your potential. How do you think they figure this out? Well, in today's video, I'm going to share with you how I help you figure out your unique potential. And hopefully, that will give you some ideas about how it is that you can plan your life, your goals, to actually make it happen, to actually achieve them, instead of what most people end up doing is they go after the wrong goals because they actually don't know their unique potential. And this is the topic of our video today. So, shall we get started? Just before we start, I just wanted to quickly share with you that doors to my Empowered You program have opened, and I hold one-on-one clarity sessions to help us see whether we are the right fit to work together or not. If you'd like to set up a clarity call with me, the link below is in the description section. And I'd love you to reach out if this content resonates for you and you'd like to know more about whether we're a good fit to work together. So let's dig into today's topic, which is how to know your unique potential. Have you been after a goal that you haven't been able to reach? This is quite a telltale sign that this goal may not be the correct goal for you. I'm not saying that you cannot have what you want. However, what I am saying is goals are not the measure of your capacity or your ability. Rather, they are a means for you to solve the problems that you're currently facing to be able to achieve what it is that you're actually going for. So, a reframe for goals could also be that you're looking at solving problems. What are some of the problems that you're facing with your goals currently? You might have set a goal to earn a certain number of dollars in a year. Well, what are some of the problems that are in your way to achieving that goal? Now, why are these problems currently there? So, one might say, and this is something that happened quite recently with a client of mine. So she wants to create $10,000 a month. But right now, what the problem is that she hasn't got the systems in place to create that level of income. Like what helps you attract the clients, to be able to serve them, to create that income that you're wanting to create. So legitimately, that's a problem that she needs to solve before she can actually achieve that goal. So what she needs to figure out is that right now she has a set of problems that are showing her exactly where she's at to be able to set a goal of that measure. Did you catch that? So it's not like she's not able to create $10,000 a month through a certain number of clients, but until she overcomes the problem of not having the right systems in place, that goal of 10K a month is not the correct goal, is not the right problem for her to be solving without getting to know where she's at and what she needs to do next. So perhaps the first step on this journey would be to identify what is her unique potential currently. So currently, she needs to look at what is her source of income currently. What is she doing with that money? What is she going to do about the problems that she's got that are helping or not helping her to reach that goal of 10K per month? So that is one way of assessing where she's at as to where she needs to go or where she wants to be. When it comes to unique potential, we look at a few criterias. First, let's look at what is potential. When you look at the word potential, what comes to your mind? I know for a very long time what I thought was it was a magical word. It was only referring to energy. It was always looking at what's possible and never really looking at who I am right now. It's always without or outside of my reach when I talk about potential. And you'll hear a lot of narrative about this too, where people say, oh, don't believe in the potential, believe in what they're showing you now. I know if you have been a single woman, just like me, I've heard these narratives from a few coaches out there that, sort of even psychologists have told me, hey, if the guy is showing you what they're showing you, believe that. Don't buy the potential. Don't invest in their potential. Believe in and work with what you're seeing. The way I help you assess your potential is you would look at what your prakriti is, which is your constitution, mental and physical prakriti. And this will give you the idea about how you work, okay? And it'll also give you what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. And it will also show you where you are imbalanced currently. And I know a lot of people just associate with the diet and lifestyle part of it when it comes to Ayurveda, but Ayurveda also looks at psychology of a person. So I help you understand your psychology, your temperaments, your tendencies, and your emotional state. Because without the alignment of mind, body, emotions, you won't be able to move forward on your journey. So it's really important to understand if your dominant dosha is, say, kapha, and then the next one is vata, and then the next one is pitta. The kapha person will have certain traits that they are really good at something more than the others. A kapha person, for example, is a great manager. They've got great bandwidth and they are very nurturing people. So they can actually be great coaches. They can be great at relationship building, and they can also be great leaders when it comes to leading groups and masses. So that is a strength. Another side of kapha is that they are overgiving, too nurturing, and they can also end up being quite martyry, right? So they can end up sacrificing themselves at the cost of, seeing other people thrive. So as you can see, the potential for a kapha person is great, with the weaknesses being the other tendency, which is, overgiving, over nurturing others, and loss of self partnership. So potential in this sense is, we would look at, hey, what is actually happening right now as per what it is that you're capable of doing. So you get a complete map on how to move forward on your journey. So that's number one. Number two is another way of assessing your dominant energy type according to the E-DISC system, which is DISC are the four categories, and here you get to look at your leadership style. So some people are D energy, who are doers, they action take. Some people are I energy, they influence people, they actually engage. And there are S and C, so they have their own characters, right? So if you are one or the other, it doesn't mean that you're stuck there, but you get to see exactly where you are lacking the skills. Because to have success with any goal, you need to be making sure that you are skilled. To have different results, you have to learn your skills. And the E-DISC system actually points out to you, hey, right now you're really strong here. These are your skills, but you need to also develop these skills to be able to get the results that you're getting, because they will tell you why you're not getting the results that you're not getting. So these are the two systems that I help you with to assess exactly what your potential is, because when you look at the Ayurvedic system, it is a very good idea not to try and be something you're not, right? There are certain aspects of you that you don't need to work so hard at, and there are certain aspects of you that feel difficult for you that you need to work on, so you can optimize your potential to be great at what you were born to do. So there are some bad habits that you might be holding on to that need to go for you to optimize your time on earth to be achieving the stuff that you're here to achieve to your strengths. Okay, so the way you're going to do this is you're going to have to do some assessment tests. There are some quizzes that I give you to do, and then I help you unpack the results to help you work through exactly what your goals need to be first. So now we're going to tie it back from where you're at to that 10K goal. Like, for example, if your goal was to also make 10Ks in a month, you will need to first align yourself to achieving your optimum self, right? You need to have clarity about what do you need to know about yourself to be able to hire your weaknesses or up your game with your strengths, and support yourself on this journey to create the systems that are correct for you and your business to be able to create the financial results that you're getting. Can you see how layered it is? So this is why doing the assessments really go hand in hand with goal attainment, goal achievement. Because when we set a goal that is not true for us, this is what I mean by that. As in, you have the whole right, you have all the right, and you deserve to be exactly what you want to be, right? And you also can have exactly what you want to have. But the only thing that's standing between you and what you want to have is your partnership with yourself, your understanding of yourself. So one more example that I'd like to give you, which is what really shifted me on my journey, is I was so identified with my spiritual journey, and yet my physical life was actually giving me challenges to solve, and I didn't have the skills to solve them at all because I had shifted completely. My mind, body, emotion had shifted into this person who was just indoctrinated or programmed to think a certain way. I had forgotten what my physical potential, physical life's potential is. This is what drew me to Ayurveda. This is what drew me to human behavioral sciences, because they helped me understand myself about, hey, actually, Supriya, you are a great leader. I'm a Pitta Vata person and a Kapha last, but my qualities are I'm a great teacher, I'm a great coach, I'm a great leader. I live to inspire people. These are my skills and these are my potential, provided I support myself. I support my needs in my daily lifestyle, my energy, and give myself the support that I need to be my optimum self as an energy and the potential that I can have, having these dominant forces of energy already within me. So I can utilize that. So some things come really easy to me and some things come really hard, right? Some things are really hard. So in the DISC system, I'm a connector as well as a D energy. And what I need to always work hard towards is have a team and collaborate, delegate, etc. That comes, it's a bit challenging for me to share the work, to not have too much to do, because that really helps my Ayurvedic potential thrive. So when I learned about this is when I created the balanced life, where I am a successful and spiritual person, right? So I get to live the best of both worlds. Now, am I there where I want to be yet? Not yet, but I've found mentors like Remy Pearson, Denise Duffield Thomas, Chantel Brunsma. These are the mentors that I see. They are living proof that you can be both spiritual as well as be successful, have what you want, do how you want to do it, and live your potential, make a difference in people's lives. And that is the true measure of our spiritual strength. And how we do that is actually actualize our own unique potential, not somebody else's unique potential. There are some great traits about every dosha, and there are some really negative traits about every dosha. There are great traits about the energy styles of leadership, and there are some negative traits of those energy styles as well. So what it takes to actually actualize our unique potential is the guidance of a coach. As your coach in this Empowered You program, I would actually give you the model, I would educate you, and then I'd coach you where you would be doing most of the work. You would identify exactly what you need to do next because you know yourself best. But I would hold a space and I would guide you, but I would really empower you to make certain decisions that are most aligned to you and your goals. You are able to have everything you want in this life. Hear that again. You are able to create everything you want in this life, which means be it money, relationship, health, anything. Materially, you can create whatever it is that you want, provided you actually get in line with your own potential. Because if you don't do that, there'll always be this disconnection and you'll always struggle to actually match what energy it takes for you to create that in reality for yourself. You might think, well, all the famous and rich people, they have one thing in common. They're all like famous and rich. But how did they get there? Have you noticed how they've all come from different, really poor backgrounds as well? They've come up from something because they actualize their own potential by personalizing their journey and really creating the same amount of success as others. However, by aligning to themselves, which is the unique potential that was within themselves. So this is my invitation to you, that is to discover your unique potential in order for you to team up with yourself. Yes, team up with yourself and back yourself fully to create the reality you want. So ultimately what it will look like is you and I could be creating the same reality, but it is through the connection that we have to ourselves, our unique potential. And this is the new way of, doing things in your life. Because ultimately, why else are you here, do you think? Why else do you think you want what you want? Your goal is but a vehicle through which you can actualize your unique potential. But for you to know what your unique potential is, you must do these exams or tests and assessments to be able to align to your personal needs and then back yourself strategically to be able to achieve those amazing goals that is going to be good for all, for your own well-being, so your environment and everybody else that's in your vicinity. How does that sound to you? If you'd like to have a clarity call with me, please reach out. The link is below in the comments, and I'd love to hear from you if this resonated with you. So until then, I love hearing from you. Thank you so much for all your feedback that you've been sharing, and I'll see you next week at the next video. Bye for now.